since news broke of the apprehension of the Yoruba separatist agitator, Chief Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho, in the Republic of Benin. Reactions have been mixed over his arrest and planned extradition to Nigeria. While some have lauded his arrest as he was considered a threat to national security and the nation's unity, others have called out the Nigerian government for being soft on terrorist groups engaged in violent attacks in the north of the country and for violating Adeyemo's rights to demand for self-determination. To discuss the circumstances leading to his arrest and the move to extradite him, we're now being joined by elder statesman and leader of Afenifere, a pan-Yoruba socio-cultural group, Chief Ayo Adebanjo. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the morning show. Thank you for joining us. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I say good morning.
Yes, good morning, sir. Well, very quickly, you have been quoted as saying that the arrest of Chief Sunday Adeyemo is a declaration of war against the Yoruba people. You were also quoted as saying that the Yoruba people all over the world should take to the streets in protest. But the Nigerian government, through the Department of State Services, is saying that Sunday Igboho, as is popularly known, has a case to answer, and that rather than becoming a fugitive from the law, he should present himself before state security services for a meeting. And now we have this situation where he has been arrested in Benin Republic, and in the last few days there's been this issue about whether to extradite him or not. How is his arrest a declaration of war against the Yoruba people?
Thank you very much. The Department of State Security is just behaving like a department under a dictatorship. What is his offense? To put it bluntly, he is causing for secession. No more, no less. He has been holding meetings in Akure, in Osogbo, in other places, without any damage done to anybody. What is he saying that is different from Scottish Nationalist Party? A party that is separated, that was separation from Britain. They have been together since 1707. In fact, since 1603, when St. James I of Scotland became James I of England. And the union came around 1707. And now there arises a party saying that they want to separate. But Johnson has not arrested the leaders of the party. He has not accused them of treasonable felony or anything of the sort. As a matter of fact, in 1998, under the Scottish Act, they have an agreement that they wanted to separate, and a lot of devolution of powers was given to Scottish Parliament. Democratically in a society where there is democracy. Now, the one that they did was that they should go to referendum, which they lost narrowly, 55 to 45. They are now still agitating to want to have another referendum. And Boris Johnson is hesitating. It's just argument. They are all saying in the parliament what is criminal and what he has done. Except because we are in Nigeria under Buhari dictatorship. It's unfortunate. In the First Republic, but they were accusing myself and Shivaolo of treasonable felony. We were in Ghana. We stayed there. And there was the meeting of the West African leaders at that time, the OAU, that was held in Ghana. But they were insisted I won't come there because myself and Ikoko and others were in Ghana. Nkrumah did not repatriate because of that. What did he do? We sent us abroad to Russia and other places. Why that conference will be taking place? He didn't break the reconciliation. He didn't return us because he wanted the conference to be held there. That is what is done in a democracy. And when we accuse this man of being a dictator, people say we are just labeling him. Everything he does, his parliament, his party, is anti-democracy. Look at bill down they are not passing parliament. He beating free election in a democracy. And they are taking pride about that. My dear Abati, it's unfortunate for a person like myself who fought for independence, who struggled under British colonialism. We will resist Fulani domination under any pretense. Why should you be harassing the man? He went to his house midnight. What for? Because he's calling for secession. My dear, it's an unusual pattern. And they are only disgracing this country by this action. Because all the democratic world knows that all these things are things that are done in a democracy. My dear, I know it's a sad thing for me. The passion others may have may be different from my own. Those who are talking about it now, they came in when the military imposed this constitution on us, under which Buhari is doing anything under the earth. He's the most powerful president in the whole world because of an imposed constitution that people say we have no hand in it. But you know that I've been saying this constitution is a fraudulent constitution. And I gave my reason. They have not refuted that. All the thing that is causing dissension, disharmony in the country today is under this constitution imposed by the ministry in 1966. It was not the agreement we had when we had independence. And what is it asking for? There was discrimination, there was oppression, there was lack of progress, or due to the fact that you concentrated power in the center under this constitution. And we say now, okay, if you now say you are going back to the barracks, send us back to the constitution we had at independence. And I buttress it by the fact that the constitution which we had, which Balewa, Saudana, Awolowo, Azikwe signed before we came into independence. They have not refuted that. They have not said this constitution is legitimate. We disputed every line of action of their case. They have not reported it, but they are only using power. The man is chasing Balewa, he's chasing Igboho all around. He's chasing Nnamdi Kanu. But he's negotiating with robbers, with bandits who are terrifying, who are troubling the country, who are making security unstable. People can't celebrate Salah because of insecurity. Prices are going up, everything because of this insecurity. He's not efficient. He's not capable to do that. He's not. The DSS are not so competent to drive to the place where these armed bandits are. But when it comes to opposition, who are asking for legitimate right, they are very active. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame.
Well, Chief.
Well, it's unfortunate about it.
Chief Adebanjo, the secret police in Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, the secret police in Nigeria accused...
Beg your pardon?
Can you hear me, sir?
Well, come again.
Chief Adebanjo, I need you to confirm you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. So I was just asking you that the
I can hear you now.
Okay. The DSS is accusing Sunday Igboho of stockpiling arms to cause chaos in the region. We also know that Mr. Adeyemo had led several protests calling for a breakaway nation, and he's issued eviction threats to a particular tribe, the Fulani tribe, to leave the southwest, which he calls the Yoruba nation. We've seen reactions and clashes as a result of that. Would you say this is the best way the Yoruba nation, the Southwest, can pass across their demand? Is this the way to get their point over?
My dear, I hope you are not a stranger in this country.
No, I'm not.
He asking the Fulani to go. Don't you know the background? It is because of the failure of Buhari to protect life and property in this area. His uncle was murdered. All these people, the Fulani people there are raping, kidnapping, depriving the farmers from their land. And they killed his uncle who came all the way from America to establish farmland. They destroyed the farm and killed him. They kidnapped the Oba there. They kidnapped the children and they raped the women. And the man rose in retaliation because all those people who did this havoc, neither the federal government or the state government came to their aid either to stop or to arrest those who are the culprits. That is the action that causes the reaction of Igboho. Nobody knows Igboho in this country. I don't know him until this incident came about. And what is the reply of the government? Now talking about you want them to go, you want them to go. That is talking rubbish. He didn't ask, he had to say Fulani want to go. Did he ask Dangote to go? Has he asked Rabiu to go? Has he asked the people who are doing legitimate business in Yoruba land to go? When these people just put wool and come people's eyes, you journalists must be able to sift everything. Why is it confusing? Did man just say go? He said, let the Fulani who are troubling my people, let them leave my place. And the answer, what is the answer of the Attorney General? Even when the governor of a state said these Fulani people are disturbing him, raping, kidnapping, and they are in this forest, they should leave the place. He said, he compared that with those who are doing legitimate business in the north, who are selling spare parts. And I said, well, if the people who are selling spare parts kidnap your people, murder them, deprive them of their farm, send them back. They have not answered that. You are all living with us in this country. That's the background. He didn't just wake up and say, go away. When you talk of the reaction, you must always talk of the action that causes the reaction. It is the inability of Buhari's government to protect that property in the Igboho territory that causes the Igboho to come to self-help, which is constitutionally right, legitimate. He has not answered that. Thereafter again, the people they are still doing the havoc in Yoruba land. And you want us to keep quiet. You are slapping me, you don't want me to cry. What an unfortunate thing.
Okay, Chief. Chief, let's move to the extradition battle going on now. The government of Benin, there are feelers coming out that they're saying, okay, we'll uphold the law, we'll not give him up. There's also been a push by the Nigerian government to get Benin to extradite him. And this has been going back and forth. In fact, there are reports coming out of Benin that the extradition hearings will happen very soon. And this conversation is going back and forth. Can you make sense of it? I know you're also a lawyer, sir.
My dear.
Just make sense of it for us.
My dear, there's no sense. I am giving you the instance. How can... The man is a political refugee. He didn't commit any crime here. He didn't waylay anybody. He didn't kill anybody. He didn't run away from anybody after committing a crime. He ran away from life because the power that be want to kill him, want to deprive him because of his agitation, because he's leading a popular revolt. When they see the crowd that Igboho is pulling at every meeting, that is what is terrifying them. Can Buhari summon the crowd that Igboho is summoning each time he holds a meeting? Even with the fact that he gives the money to those who are going to attend the meeting with his rented crowd? Can he? Go and look at all the video of the Igboho meeting. I don't know him. Even all the political parties who are cutting the country cannot put their crowd. But because it's clamoring what the people want. My dear, but I already told you several times, even those of us who are talking of, I don't support secession. I've told you that. That is not my goal. I have fought for the unity of this country for the last 70 years. Before, when Buhari was in primary school, I have invested in one Nigeria. And my party has been leading the question of a Nigeria that is united. Until Buhari came with this fraudulent constitution, and he wants us to keep quiet. We will not keep quiet. The people he's talking to civilized people who knows about what extradition is. They don't extradite political refugees whom they know their life is not safe in their country. My dear, if they have met people in the house when they invaded the house in the midnight, in a democracy, invading somebody's territory in the midnight, trampling on his fundamental right, without any warrant, without any cause. You went there, you kill, you maim, and you destroy his property, all because he wanted freedom for his people. Is that right in a democracy? Is that right in a civilized society? Is that what is done in the world? The whole world is looking at us, laughing at us. The hope of Nigeria, the hope of Africa, we liberated. We are refugees from South Africa when they are struggling. Now, Nkrumah was a hope for freedom fighters. They never do. My dear, the DSS and our government is exposing us unfairly, telling us we are living in the ancient world. Only God will save us from the Buhari. Because nobody can talk to him. Everybody, his colleagues in the army can't talk to him. The airmen can't talk to him. Because he has assumed power. He has all the architecture of security in his hand.
Sir,
so the extradition order is not in order. They have no right.
Sir.
And of course, if they are dealing with civilized people there, they have to establish what crime he has committed, who has he killed, what has he stolen.
Sir,
to cry for secession is not reasonable.
Sir,
and I'm giving the instance of those who gave us independence.
Sir, a number of issues. One, yes, many Nigerians,
yes,
even including MASOP, IPOB, and others, have condemned the attack on Sunday Igboho's home on July 1. But subsequently, the Department of State Services issued report and make himself available to state security. Are you saying that Sunday Igboho's refusal to report to the state authorities is in order as an officer in the Temple of Justice? Second, in
Mr. Abati, to report to state security under Buhari, it will be missed in 24 hours.
No, but I mean...
You know that?
No, but I mean the principle, the trite principle
you cannot
is that nobody is above the rule of law.
Even your paper, your radio, my dear, they are not talking to stupid people. You are looking for somebody's life and you ask him to come and surrender himself. Who will do that? But then you know the fact. Of course, he has muzzled everybody. The press can't talk. The broadcast, there's a limit. There's a limit to the question you can answer now. You can ask now without them be closing you. Everything, keeping everybody quiet. But I tell you, Buhari may depend on chariots and everything. We have God. And we call on our God to deal with Buhari because we are helpless. He has all the ammunition of power. If you say, hey, I'm talking now, I have told people my life is not safe, and I'm ready. At 93, what do I want? But I will fight for the cause that I've been fighting for since I was a younger man. It's sad for me to see Nigeria the way it is going. With all my friends, unfortunately, the Fulanis who are our friends, who do know that we have nothing against them, but for the activities of Buhari, they are not talking. They are not talking. It's unfortunate people like MD Yusuf is dead. Those are the voices in the north who are very progressive. Aminu Kani is gone. Those are the voices who are progressive. They could receive the government there, but now who will talk? If you talk like business, they close down your business. If you are whatever, if you have any contact with them, they will do it. God is inside too, and He will come to our aid at the right time. Buhari may think we are helpless now, but God is there.
But sir,
God is there for those who are helpless.
Sir,
And the foreign embassies are looking on.
But sir, okay, you may say Sunday Igboho has not committed any offense in Nigeria. But today, the issue...
Not at all, not at all, not at all.
Yeah.
And I've given instances.
Yeah, but the issue in the court...
You should refuse the instances I've said.
Yeah, but...
Tell me what offense has he committed.
Yeah, but the matter before the court in Cotonou today is that he obtained a Beninese passport through the back door. Will you say that he has committed an offense in Benin Republic? Hello, sir. Will you say that in the light of that allegation, if you say he has not committed an offense in Nigeria, will it be in the view of the law that he has committed an offense in Benin Republic? And then what level of support is Afenifere providing for him beyond asking for protest, which is a request that was credited to you? And we have seen protests in London, in Ibadan, and elsewhere.
What can we do under a dictatorship, my dear Abati? What can we do? Even if you say you are giving him any help, they will trace your account to the bank and then they close it. You know that? What do they do for the people who are supporting answers? We are in an abnormal country. If anybody is helping, who will be bold enough to come out? Even what I'm saying now, it's only people of my age who is prepared to die any moment. There are millions of myself in this country who will not talk now because their life will not be safe. They are tracing out anybody who has connection with Igboho. They have seen his telephone. They are looking who are those who are talking to him to go and arrest them. They are passing all laws that is anti-democracy. And that is the man who swore when he was being put in that he was a born Democrat, doing everything against democracy. God is looking, Abati. Don't mind. Don't waste your time. Whatever Buhari may do and his government, whatever propaganda they may do, God is in control. Only when God will come to judgment, I don't know. But God will always help those who are helpless.
Okay, Chief Adebanjo, the second part of that question from Dr. Abati was the level of support your group is providing Sunday Igboho. And let me just add to that. You don't seem to be optimistic that the issues that have brought us to this point, issues of marginalization, injustice, and inequity, are being addressed by the Buhari administration. You talk about the Constitution, but there's currently a review of the 1999 Constitution as amended. Any hopes? Are you optimistic at least a step in the right direction is taken?
My dear, you are only repeating the question that you have asked me before and I have answered. That is a pretense. What is the recommendation I made you? To go to the parliament, which is a product of the fraud? Under what constitution was that National Assembly established? Is it not under this fraudulent constitution, which we are opposed to? Why is he opposed to dialogue, which was even accounted for, which was demanded by elected southern governors? Our leader, let us talk. This havoc is too much. I have been clamoring for restructuring the country for peace. That this constitution is not our own. Let us restructure the country back to federalism because we want to stay together. But what is doing everything to annoy everybody, and that is why Igboho is coming out. But for the fact of my own popularity in the country, they would have been stoning me for asking for restructuring. They don't want to restructure. They want to break away. But those of us who have lived under this constitution, who know the advantages of a big country, we don't want it. But we will not stay in a country where we have been oppressed, where a section of the country will be dominating you. All the architecture of the security is in their hand. They control the army, the police, the security, the custom, the immigration, everything. And you want us to keep quiet. That is not the condition that we came together.
Well, on that note,
Even if the 1914 amalgamation is to be brought into being, haven't got the right to say we don't want again. Is the Scottish National Party not doing the same thing?
well,
Are the people who are voting in Russia and other places clamoring for the president, are they not doing the same thing? What is illegal in asking for freedom?
well, on that note, thank you very much, sir, for joining us this morning on the morning show. Thank you very much, Chief Ayo Adebanjo, Leader of Afenifere. Thank you.